2, 1, 2, 1, 2. T.O.M. Teachers of Ahati. Who am I today? The scribe, been forever, but the name changes with the times. I come from a place where space is home. I go into realms where your face is gone. A change gon' come. As a teen, hypnotized deep in a sleep, party and slumber. 11 life path number, a life of death that's rebirth. Recall realities to re-emerge. Soul purge, I'll lend you frequency like loan words. Before I teach, I'll spit a poem first. Step on stage, set the stage, car walking, set ablaze, divine fire. The body is divine attire, sewn from words. Sound frequency, awakening dreams. Don't pinch me every day I wake up, it's a home birth. Start from zero to become the heroes. Cycles of time causes expansion of mind. Potential is exponential. Gain XP, what your power made of. I've had to face self, face to fate, a double fate. What will I make of the present? I'm just trying to pet heaven. Twice great, 2 arms up, it's none to wave. It's nothing to wave. God separate the waters from the waters. Genesis 1 and 6. See, that source is thousands of years prior to a Bible even existing. It's called the Pet, word for heaven. Watchers of noon, primordial, pre-ordered, bringing order in order. Its laws the scales will represent. A double gift, re-present, Ray is present. Ra, amen to the God inside. The crown will glow as consciousness grows. So what assignment are you on? I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. Serpent mind winding in alignment. Straight from Orion, the origins. Dig into the root, Kemp originals, the oracle speaking. Your aura is gleaming. The sons of God, Amen Ra. Who can't afford a reason to fall below your own means, meaning reaching beyond the firmament ceiling. I see linguistics tricking us deep into sleeping. The way we live inception, I must be dreaming. Doubles, double L, square root, mirrors, reverse the image. My grip was slipping. Almost forgot the point of the mission. Statements point out all the contradictions. Blatant truth lives where my eye is foundation. Yeah, co-founded a nation. Dictionary study spells can be scary. Etymology, this here is completion. Cycle circles, dualism, wisdom. I peddle flowers. 2 eyes are watching to see through the double realm I'm healing. Never out of what's within him. Infinite reasons, just like my brother Arcad. Always remain calm against demons. Death culture, to be alive here, it's a lie here. They crossed us into thinking that death isn't living. The lies are falling through my palms, arm wide, holes in my hand. The Pope's in command, I demand the throne back. Ancient teachings, I'm a throwback. Picture that, see this moment here is cold that. So black, I see through lies, why they hold that. Ocean motions, I'm flowing through noon in the boats of consciousness. My tongue is rolling, planting seeds, sowing, knee of speaking, untangled quantum DNA, spitting frequencies. I hear Christians scream hallelujah, and this ain't that the name of God is God. I must bring the order back, the scales are tipping. In the court of Allah, moonshine, Tehuti is Yah. This here is Ptah, bulldozing, the one chosen. Focus, when the light hits you, just open like lotus. Melt your mind when in mind time is frozen. Blow minds, my mind is golden. Coat me in gold, I've got a gold coat round me like I'm Tutankhamun. Like his, when you spell my name, put 3 lines in. Scribe, presenting the law's findings. Who's he? I me, an echo of Tehuti. Yes, I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. We do our best to do our best.
this is the whole purpose of actually doing the Midnighter class on the Purim Haru, was to get everybody in the mind state of Hika, because the Purim Haru is a book of Hika. It's a book of magic. It's a book of immortality, out-of-body experiences. It's a book of several spells. It is all about the other realm and its connection to this realm and how you can merge the two. So I just never allowed the questions of actual ritual or magical practice other than the one-on-one. You'll see it looks like a sieve. Everybody know what a sieve is?
No.
A sieve is like a strainer. You can pour rice on it and only the water will go through, or you separate. It's like a screen. You pour something on it and it separates things. Thinner aspects can go through the K. Today's equivalent is a K or a Q. So we have Kes, which is bone, body, skeleton. The inner part of you that actually produces the blood within the bone marrow. So it's flesh and blood, which is bones, which is the Kes. So here, Kes ties in again is homage. Kes. Whether it's spelled like that or spelled like any of the other 20 ways that the beautiful thing with the men. Where this came from, and how Venus associates with an actual shining planet, and how that became the Lucifer of Christianity, which is the Luic cipher, the encircled light, which at sometimes can be Venus, and sometimes can be the Kenti was the royal area of the beginnings. That's where the modern day Greek historians say that men came. That when they went and talked to the so-called Ethiopians, they said that that Kemet was an area reestablished.
There is no spoon.
Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. I had to relearn what a brother is. I had to relearn what a sister is. I had to relearn what a mother is. There is no other him. Watch your mouth, fix your lips. I am learning to compartmentalize what I find with my mentals. I could have been labeled mental voices in my head. If I speak to the wrong one, I'll be diagnosed schizophrenic. Creating pollution you can't escape from with Captain Planet. Where's Captain Planet? And it's exactly how they planned it. It's insanity, stayed in a state of sanity. But I'm the scribe, keep a record on the record, I break records. This, that, medu, nature, echo, living, lively, times 3, trinity. We are not the same, not even similar. Plant the seed, a man receive excellence, adoration, testaments, evaluation, literally. The love is real, yet they be hating. Salutations, I wait to master patience. Acting lackadaisy on your facts, I'm backed by conscious beings. I am free, can't lock the wings in. The diction is firm, call me men. A man 3 in 1, erection, protection, firm. Spitting life into who I speak to like sperm. Creation is a who I earned. The right to fully see it through. The heart as I rise through. Manu, Akut, lost it when I had to find you. I'm through, times 2, dualism, we will align soon. As I meditate in my room, it becomes a space of pure truth aligned with my eyes. Verbiage is time for more than the 2 eyes. I can see the veil underneath that other veil. Focus when I am locked in. I don't need a cell. Tell me you don't see the traps. Tower power over enemies, frozen over hell, reversing spells. Fell from the skies, the body is disguised. If you needed a sign, well this is it. I hope you read between the lines, left, right. After the first step, I write what's left in me. This is destiny, keep on moving, especially if you find blockage. No amount of pushback will stop this. This will get capped in stone, they cannot top this. Pyro, fire, Ba is my attire. Inspire the ones chosen, the ones open, the ones spoken. From times when life was once spoken. Enchantments, Nesu, double tongue in motion. Give, receive, keep moving and move for keeps. Keep it real, keep the master key. I had to master me. Mirror glass shattered in my dreams. I didn't like the image till I realized I am the image of the image. I'm here for keeps. Keep your distance. Social gimmicks. Our stories told within the hieroglyphics. Mystics, just keep on living. We're gifted. Our stories told within the hieroglyphics. A language living. Just keep on living. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep. I had to relearn what a brother is. I had to relearn what a sister is. I had to relearn what a mother is. There is no other him. Watch your mouth, fix your lips. Yeah, motivate a nation. Stepping out the spaceship, causing a spaceship. Faced with revealing the spells within this matrix from the Masons. But I'm the architect. Best respect, I can architect. Rule your rulership, I hold the heck. Control my thoughts, still move when the game is paused. We speak heck up, this is the best of Medunecha. Bars like Wi-Fi, we're connected. Always on time. Frequency and flow through frequency. I know the power I hold in my throat. Creation, destruction, with every single thing I've spoke. Enter, netter, Kurt, show your worth. Heal from all the hurt. Not a singer, best believe I hold a note. Read between the lines, you're not really lost in that. I hope you find exactly what you are looking for. This is more than words. Taught myself to heal myself. I come from the dirt. No time for slacking or bad habits. Sad tactics of bringing mad, tragic mental processes that lack passion. Spit fire, black dragon. School of hard knocks, send you backpacking. My eyes, when this appears, it's like magic. The fact is, when it's wartime, we go savage. Shield of armor 720, prevent backstabbing all the fiends of good-hearted beings. They don't suit the role, they lack the fashion. So just keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep.
What's up? Hotep, peace and love, everybody. How's my sound? Can you hear me?
Come join us.
Yes.
Peace and love, Hotep Mob. Pieces. Welcome to Teachings of Ma'at Study Guide Sunday. Today's topic is The Ancient Future. Do You Remember? By Menkhu Ara Meri Maat. Before we begin, we will do as we do every week and begin with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Anki and Ma'at. Un in S. Nintet or Set in Ma'at. Minhepapat in Ma'at. Her in Hukui. Per Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful show. I am the great Atef Rem Ma'at, chairman of the organization, or the Techetu.
I am a master student of the great Tehuti Amenhotep Ra, the host of this weekly study guide, Teachings of Ma'at, a true-hearted follower based on truth and ancestral artifacts over religious opinion, a lover of my people and dedicated to learning the metal netter, and a defender of Ma'at. Next, we have the great Ahati Ma'at. Ahati Ma'at was taught under the great Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. He has been a serious student and teacher of Kemetic culture and history for several years. He has written multiple books, including a textbook called Journey of Your Soul series, essays, and articles. Furthermore, he hosts in-person and online classes, weekly podcasts, and periodically creates documentaries. He also has experience in public speaking and academic debating, and he is responsible for the creation of this weekly study guide. Next, we have the great scribe, Ptah, Aten. Tehuti is a writer, poet, spoken word artist, audio producer, engineer, healer, spiritual advisor, consultant, and business creator. He is a master student of the Natiru, a true follower and protector of Ma'at, a scribe of Tehuti and Ma'at. He studies under the master teacher, Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. For the scribe, quality always outweighs quantity. He enjoys observing reality and incorporating these observations into his writings and creations to assist in awakening a dormant DNA and reversing negative hypnosis. And our presenter for the night is the mighty Menkhu Ara Meri Maat, specializes in training, educating youth workers, counselors, educators about arts, culture, and history. He travels the world to experience how people live, and he shares it with everyone who is interested in learning from the research he has witnessed. Menkhu has a master's degree in entertainment and media business and has been working in the music industry and with nonprofit agencies, providing program planning and promoting concerts and community events in the Madison area for over 30 years. During that time, he has facilitated the following innovative after-school programs for Madison School Recreation, including Hip Hop 101, Music Production 101, and MP4 Music for Youth. Welcome, everybody. Teachings of Ma'at. Study Guide Sunday.
Hotel. Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Yes, Hotep, great brothers. Hotep to everyone live watching here on YouTube and those watching on Rumble. Hotep Ma'at, peace to you all. Tua for being here in class. Okay, let me go through a couple announcements here. Okay, first I want to start off the show. Of course, if you appreciate any of this information that's being brought forth, be sure to show your love and your reciprocity to the Teachings of Ma'at, which that banner is scrolling across the bottom right here. Cash App, PayPal, Teachings of Ma'at, and here is the large image that you can scan with your phone. These links are also posted in the chat room. They'll be posted there, and they're posted in the description box for everyone watching on the playback. So if you appreciate, you learn anything new, and you want to support Ma'at, you want to support what we're doing, do so by showing your reciprocity here in the Cash App or the PayPal. And as I stated, Hotep to everyone watching on Rumble as well. Peace and love to you. You can support. You can also support on Rumble through what's called rants. It's just like Super Chat here on YouTube, but over there on Rumble, they're called rants. So you can support in that way. And if you all have not created a Rumble account, I would go ahead and do so because YouTube is much more restrictive in what can be said and what can be presented. And if a stream ever gets taken down from here on YouTube, it'll always be available again on Rumble. So it's a great platform. I want to definitely make sure to tell everyone to go out and get your tickets for the Pathways to Awakening celebration. I'll let Brother Menkhu Ara Meri Maat explain more on this, but teachingsofmaat.org/events. We are in the month of October. We have 27 more days left to this wonderful celebration. So make sure you are purchasing your tickets. And we look forward to seeing you all there. And those who have purchased tickets, if you want to still join in on the talent show, you still can do that. So far, we have one person who entered into the talent show, Brother Dashe, Israel Hoyley. And right now, he is his only competition. So as long as he's the only one, This brother shows up and performs, and he'll walk away with first place prize of $250. Yep,
You won, brother. You won. Congratulations, brother. You won.
won by default.
Yes.
So, but I'm expecting someone to still, say, hey, I want a chance at that. I want to showcase my skill set and my talent and get rewarded for it. So, Hotep to the brother Dashe for signing up for that, and any of you other brothers or sisters, sign up for the talent show. And I want to show the event calendar for this month. This is the Teachings of Ma'at T.O.M. monthly calendar of October 2023. So you all can take a screenshot of this. Keep this. This is also posted in the Discord. The MetaNetter Monday classes, the time that they start, Wisdom Wednesday classes, when we'll be having those classes this month in October, which is the 4th and the 18th. The last Thursday of the month, the Discord community meeting, the day before we all fly out to Los Angeles for the event. So I look forward to seeing you all there. So go ahead and download this calendar so you can look at it, so you can know what's coming up and be a part of everything that we're doing. Okay. So yes, the next Ma'at Wisdom Wednesday class will be this Wednesday. So all the TOM members, Hotep and Henu, to all the latest new members that have come forth since announcing this class, Stephen E, good brother, peace. Peace to the good brother Black Alucard, who is now a Teachings of Ma'at member. Eric G, that's it, 777. Peace to you, good brother. So Hotep to those brothers for becoming Teachings of Ma'at members and joining in on the Ma'at Wisdom Wednesday class. For the Medu Monday, MetaNetter Monday class, all you have to do is just email our Saba Tehuti, mysticaltelevision@gmail.com. 1:30 p.m. Pacific time every single Monday. It's a free will donation of at least $20 to get into the class, to get the recording. It's also, a free will donation of at least $20. So everyone should be a part of this class. Everyone should have these recordings or at least be gathering them, like the good brother Big Vapes, who purchases a MetaNetter class every week. And it starts from 1 and works its way up. And that's what I would suggest everyone do. So be sure you all are also a part of this class here. teachingsofma'at.org. We also have teachingsofma'at.com with all of these links in a quick one-page website. So it's a good and easy way to get to all this information quick. So utilize this website, teachingsofma'at.com, and our home base where everything in detail is, where you can purchase the tickets for the Pathways to Awakening celebration, where you can find the Medu Monday page and Saba Tehuti's email. The Study Guide Sunday classes are all logged there. The Tehuti's pod class are all logged there. All of our classes on Rumble. Everything is there, our social sites. So teachingsofma'at.org and teachingsofma'at.com.
Come join us, teachingsofma'at.org.
Join our Discord. That link is also in the bio. Go ahead and hit that link and join us on Discord if you're not a part of that. All right. And last thing I want to share is we now have our YouTube channel has now gained membership for support. So this is definitely separate from actual membership of becoming a Teachings of Ma'at active member. The membership here on YouTube is a support system. So it's a great way to show your reciprocity and support what we're doing here. So let me share my screen to show you all exactly what I'm talking about. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching the videos. It's right here where it says join, right next to subscribed. You can hit join, and it'll show you the different tiers that we have to join in on the channel. So we have tier Heru, Asar, Tehuti, Maat, and Ra. So depending on what you want to show reciprocity for, how much you want to support us, you just choose a tier and you click join, and it'll be a monthly subscription that you are supporting towards the teachings of Ma'at and helping us grow, helping our channel, allowing us to bring more information, to bring and just continuously grow as we're doing. And when you join in, you'll get these loyalty badges next to your name. And of course, when you first sign up, you'll get the great Saba Tehuti, his image there, right next to your name. And these are monthly. So 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12 months. Shows how long that you've been a loyal member of the YouTube channel, Teachings of Ma'at, and you get these custom emojis. And depending on what tier, you can go through here and read the descriptions here. Discounted merchandise for tier Tehuti. You can get discounts on the merchandise. Tier Ma'at, exclusive member only videos. Tier Ra, exclusive access to new videos, and you'll have access to the leadership members. This is another option that we brought forth for everyone to support us with. And that's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to continuously grow, and we need everyone's assistance for us to really be able to solidify and continue to grow, continue to have these in-person events for everyone to come out and meet our great Saba Tehuti and support everyone and build a community. We need everyone's attention. We need everyone's support. So this is where we have worked extremely hard. We know that, some of our videos have been flagged, taken down, but we're quick and we focus and realign, and so we can create these avenues for you all to continue to support us and show your love and reciprocity to us. So I will show the support that we received in prior to the class. Cash App, PayPal, Teachings of Ma'at. Cash App, PayPal, Teachings of Ma'at. Cash App, PayPal, Teachings of Ma'at. All right. Hotep Ma'at, peace and love, family. Hotep to you, good brother Stephen E., who just signed up to be a member. I was just looking at this on the StreamYard. I see you have a different color. So this great brother here already taking initiative. Give this brother Henu, as he has the Tehuti image right next to your name. I love it. Go ahead, brother. Yes, Henu to this great brother Stephen E. Tua for doing what you're doing, great brother. Leading by example, being the first one. Being the first one to sign up for the YouTube membership. Follow this brother's lead. Hotep to you.
Looks like Robert Reyes says he will enter in the talent show.
Oh, okay. So just that same place that you purchased your ticket from, you'll see an option to join in on the talent show. So just purchase the talent show ticket, your entry fee, and looking forward to seeing what you bring forth, great brother, because you definitely have some great tones and some words that you bring forth. So I don't know if you'll be doing some poetry, some rapping, some medu, but I definitely look forward to seeing what you bring forth. So just make sure you purchase your ticket. Okay, and I'll show my screen. All right, let me show my screen for the support. This is for Nito Campbell. $5 for 924.23. Tua. Yes, your sound effects sound great now, brother Atefrim.
That's the StreamYard. When I echo the background or mute the whatever, I don't know. But I got it. Great.
Okay, Tua. Hotep Henu to this great brother Nito Campbell. Tua for your consistency, good brother, and for your support. Hotep to you, and we truly appreciate your consistency. All right, next, I had to create a whole collage for this brother, because this brother wanted to give his flowers to everyone. So let me share my screen. To the good brother Robert Reyes, Ma'akaru Amun Ray, Nukpu. One of the active members, one of the latest active members of the teachings of Ma'at. So Hotep and Hinu to this great brother as well for leading by example. Okay, let me show. Let's give this brother some noise before I go in and read these.
Oh, wow. Peace and love.
Yes, absolutely. He said I wanted to give a jungle. All right, so let's go through these. 111, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 times with a $3.33 donation and a $4.44 donation. So Hotep to this great brother. He says, Hinu, Kes, Kinti, Neteret, Angela Gates, Ma'at, Hinu, Aset, Nebet, Asar, Heru, Set, Ampu, Sekmet, Ra, Bestet, Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Netirus, Ma'akaru, Heka'u, the Jed, Ma'at, Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neteret of Saba, Neter, Tehuti, Ma'at, Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neteret, Sharika, Ma'at, Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neteret, Shannon, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Saba, Kinti, Neter, Tehuti, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Nefer, Keperet, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Stranger, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neteret, Sandra Shepherd, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Bijan Pharaoh, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Stephen E, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Sherika, Ma'at. Kemet, Hu, Ra, Ma'akaru, Heka'u. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Heka Kepara, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Primordial Thought 9, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Atef, Rem, Kim, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Menkhu Ara Meri Maat. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Ani, Ptah, Aten, Tehuti, Ma'at. Hotep, Marie, Kes, Kinti, Neter, Ahati, Ma'at. Wu, Ra, Hu, Heka'u, Hotep, Meri Maat. Hotep to this good brother here.
And new to you, great brother.
Yo, let's go.
That is so creative and powerful. Cast to you, Hotep, Mary.
My sword's working. They got a cold patch. The cold patch.
Nice.
Hotep.
Yes, Hotep. Let me get this last one. All right, yes, Hotep to this great brother here, Robert Reyes, who says Nini Ux. We definitely appreciate the tones that you bring forth and all the ankh that you give everyone. So tua to you, good brother. Hinu, good brother, Nukpu. All right. Next. We just received one in from the wonderful sister, Miss Angels of the Gates. Angela Gates, $10. Tua, wonderful sister, thank you for your support. You are definitely one of the more consistent sisters. So Tua for that, and for leading by example. And we appreciate you being in class and as consistent as you are. So Hotep and Henu to you, and as the great brother Menkhu Ara has now brought forth, and you see people saying, and it's Kes, which means homage. So Kes to you, Sister Angela Gates. All right. So let me make sure that that's everything before we pass it to the wonderful presenter of tonight. Let me double check here. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to those who also purchased merch. Sherry Ka. Shout out to you, Sherry Ka, for your purchase of the hoodie and long sleeve shirt. Bijan Pharaoh, shout out to you, Hotep to you, for your hoodie purchase, and for Stephen E, who got some custom work done. So he got some custom work done. So Hotep and Henu to you. All right, and that's it. That's all I have for now. And yes, great brother Atefrim Kima'at, was you going to say something?
No.
Okay. All right. The ball is now in your court. Menkhu Ara Meri Maat. Take us off. Uh-oh, you're muted.
Mute, bro.
Peace. Hotep. I'm excited. I am ready to go. Welcome, everybody. We're going to get started. Let me share my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, ancient future.
Beautiful. Let me make this a little bigger for myself. Okay. All right, everybody, if you have been joining us for a while, you know that I love music, culture, history, and art. And so my teaching, my presentation, my sound vibration today is about the ancient future. And so we're gonna time travel. This is gonna be a cool experience. I would love it if everyone give a little chat participation as we travel on this journey together. So as you can see, I've shared at the bottom of the screen some Netter, the Nesut cat is how followers Ma'at pronounce the ancient future. So let us begin. Okay. Tonight I will share and introduce the younger generation to a sound vibration from the past that exemplifies that greatness is forever. The followers of Ma'at were so deep, so powerful. They left us a very beautiful, meaningful inheritance. I will reintroduce the older generation to messengers who were using signs and symbols to teach us. They, as you will see, they were trying to give. They were trying to get our attention, and they were dropping things for a trail for us to lead us into the future. Throughout my presentation, I will give clues and give hints during my lesson and see if any of you can guess who I am thinking of, speaking of, teaching on, hinting of. Can someone please explain to me how all my life, all the people I ever met, all the schools I attended, all the award shows I watched, all the music I listened to, all the time I was trying to be down, be street, going to all these parties that I've been to, all the time we hear about being black and blackness and being woke and black pride, all the times I have sung these songs, I did not know what they were really trying to say. We still are not listening, or I should say, I was not listening, and we still are not getting the message. I was not getting the message. But this was when I was very young. And so even though I was very young, I'm trying to understand, and through my journey growing up, why no one, all the people that I crossed paths with all my life, and I'm getting up there in age, and I'm very thankful that I've come this far, and I have the years behind me or with me that I've lived. I'm very grateful for the life that I have. My experience have been very, very wonderful and powerful. And so I have a little meta netter right here. The Ariket un Asha is, do you remember? Do you remember the ancient future? You should. That's why we are on this journey together, and we're learning from the great master teacher, Saba Tehuti, and the brothers on the panel, and any individual learning that you're doing on your own on this journey. Do you remember the ancient future? And I'm going to just say this: create it. Create the ancient future using all the knowledge, wisdom, heka, love that Saba is imparting into us. In this episode, I will share with you a conversation I never heard or seen anyone teach about or discuss with me, or in the conscious community. I've never seen anybody bring up these powerful netarus that we're going to discuss tonight. So I just learned, I think on Friday, and Saba mentioned it as well, there's a book called The Ancient Future. And when I was receiving, it's really interesting how, and I think the brothers can attest to this too, it may happen different for them, but leading up to the times that we have to teach, for me, I think I need a lot of development, but what I'm learning is my presentations and my teachings literally come to me. Like some artist said that they don't write the song, they let the song write itself, or it just comes from the sky, comes from the ancestors, comes from Ma'at. And so on Thursday, September 21st, at 9:02 a.m., my sister sent me a message because we have a family chat, and memories of the ancient future came to me based on the text that she sent me. She didn't know what she was doing. She didn't even do it. I won't even give her credit for it. Memories from the ancient future flooded in from the Nile for me for what I'm gonna present tonight. I immediately knew, based on my response to her message, what I would teach about today. My intuition is, oh my man, if I should definitely do a book as it pertains to, I should do a movie as it pertains to my spiritual intuition. I'm sure it's like how we're all wired, and I think in our growth, it may be happen to everyone differently, but something about my intuition, and sometimes it's not something that I can easily access, but I definitely sometimes I have deja vu often. I know that I'm a visionary. Sometimes my intuition leads me to know about things before they're happening. And if anyone is interested in prophecy, I think that's going to be a question that I sent to Saba Tehuti as it pertains to the followers of Ma'at. And as I learned in the Meta Letter Monday, in my individual studying, I want to learn more about who were the prophets of, as far as the followers of Ma'at. I'm sure there was many of them, because I think that's just a gift that we naturally have, being prophetic. Our last week lesson from Ani, Ptah, Aten, Tehuti gave a powerful lesson teaching us we are music. And the synchronicity within our team is pure heka. And Brother Anit had talked about previously, and it really was very profound to me. I think we were having a discussion. Oh yeah, we were in a meeting, and he was sharing how what's it like to be in the middle of this magic heka while it's happening. And Sab also talks about this as well. What's happening in his energy and how everything is developing. So we are music, right? Ani did an amazing, masterful teaching us that we are music. But what are some of the reasons why we are music? Why are we music? Can I get some participation from the chat? What are some of the reasons that we are music? We've heard our Saba Tehuti teach on us being light, sound, and vibration. But why? What's the reason? What is the significance of that? That's what we're gonna just kind of explore tonight. Anybody in the chat want to share any reasons why they believe, why or what is the reasons that we are music? Well, I should have waited before I put this slide up, but I think this is, for me right now on this journey, what I'm coming to learn, the reason why we are music, and why we not are only music. There's so many aspects to us, right? We are music to sing praises to thee, to praise. We have so much to be thankful and give gratitude and kes to the Neteru. And that's what the followers of Ma'at were doing. And so many aspects of that civilization, they were giving praise.
Nicholas Noetic said the spiral of life is in vibrations. Shannon said we are spirit. Roberto Reyes says magic heka, mind and memories.
Beautiful. Beautiful. One of the reasons why we are music is to offer praise, not just sing, but to praise. Praise as much as we can. And Saba made a very amazing, wonderful, powerful statement, I believe in the last Meta class, the Monday Meta class. He said, I very much encourage you to purchase it. He said, our whole day should be a ritual. And Praise is a ritual. Rejoicing is a ritual. We're familiar with Henu. That's definitely a part of our vocabulary in the chat and when we're on the streams together, but also to praise. Nick is how the meta-netters express singing praise to thee. What are some of the reasons we are music? To echo the energy, sound, and vibration of the Netzeru. We are echoes. We are echoes of the Netzeru. How do we and what is the echoing? How do we and what is the echoing of the energy of the Netzeru? It is the meta-netter, which is the words of the Netzer. That's how we echo the energy of the Netzeru, is learning the meta-netter and following the followers of Ma'at, being a follower of Ma'at. I'm asking the same question again, so it really comes through. What are some of the reasons we are music? As the powerful Nesubiti Ani Ptah taught us, what are some of the reasons we are music? Why are we music?
Stephen E. says, music means to think, which is conception. Conception also dealing with birth. Maharu says, our rhythm from our existence is a constant tune, a song of dance of life.
Oh, this is beautiful. I'm just having deja vu again from the last comment. I saw this like a very long time ago that I was going to be teaching and Maharu was going to say that. I am not kidding. So this is very beautiful, very powerful. To the chat for
Shannon,
your
spiritual connection.
Say that again, Atef.
Shannon says spiritual connection, and Roberto Reyes says echo.
Beautiful. So not only I like to play with these words, and Ani always gets a kick out of how I play with words because he's a wordsmith. I'm not, he's like, he's Tehuti, right? Tehuti they're like the masters of words. So I like to play with these words. And so just because, as you'll see in my presentation, in my teachings, I'm going to touch a little bit. Now, like anything that has RE in it is like it connects to me to the meta-netter and to what it means to be a follower of Ma'at. And so the reason why, what are some of the reasons why we are music is because not only are we music, but we are a record. We are a rock chord. We are a record. We are an echo of our ancestors. You are a record, a record. You are a rock chord. What is the meaning, the etymology of record? To repeat, to reiterate, to repeat, right? To repeat, to reiterate, to recite, to rehearse, to get by heart. Senses now obsolete. Tell, relate, repeat, recite, report, make known, and directly from Latin recorder, remember. Do you remember the ancient future? Call to mind, think over, be mindful. Here probably with a sense of restore. Now, that's powerful because that's what we're doing. We are building the new Kemet. We are restoring Ma'at. Let's see. The metaphoric seat of memory, as in learn by heart. The meaning set down in writing to preserve the memory of by writing or other characters. Write down for the purpose of preserving evidence of. Preserving evidence of is by mind, the sense of put sound, later pictures, etc. on disc. Okay, the disc, like Ra, Ray. And so cylinders, tape, etc. is from 1892. Related, recorded, recording. You are a record. You are a record of the Neteru. You are a record of Ma'at and what has been created. The meaning disc on which sound or images have been recorded is attended from 1878. Originally also of Edison wax cylinders, later extended somewhat to other forms of sound storage. We are a storage of sound of the echo of the Neteru. Record player is attested from 1990, a record, an album, or audio recordings issued as a collection is by 1936. Earlier was an album in which to store, store Edison cylinders. The man who owns Blue Amberol records only ought to have albums in which to keep them instead of scattering them around or keeping them in old boxes under the piano or the sofa. Advertisement, Edison Phonograph Monthly, July 1913. To record, to store is attested by 1933. Record shops from 1929. So something bigger is, we know that music has been such a big part of culture and life all over the world. The meaning best or highest official achievement, and this is talking about like to beat or break a record. The meaning best or highest official achievement in a sport, activity, etc. is by 1883. The verb to go with it might be break, 1924, or beat, 1884. The sense of aggregate of known facts in a person's life is by 1856, American English. So this is talking about record in the sense of a lot of different aspects. So what is a chord? Because it's two words. It's two words combined, ray and chord. And so chord is related to notes in music. 1590s, ultimately a shortening of a chord or borrowed from a similar development in French and influenced by chord, strings of a musical instrument, which is Latin corda, catgut, a string of a musical instrument, C chord. English chord as a shortening of a chord is attested from mid-14th century. Chord meaning music is attested in English from late 14C at the 14th century. The spelling, spell. The spelling with an H is first recorded 1600 from further confusion with chord and perhaps also classical correction. Originally, two notes sounded simultaneously or three or more from the 18th century. So a chord is, so when you look at music notes and music being written, A chord is a very specific sound, and you're a very specific sound. The sound of Re, or the sound of Ra, the sound of the ancestors, the sound of the followers of Ma'at. We are the Neteru that brought spirituality to the planet. How was it recorded? How was that recorded? Let's get a little participation from the chat. How was it recorded that we brought spirituality to the planet? How and where was it recorded? Let me check out the chat. See what is some of the people are saying. Rockcord, I love that. Nicholas Noetic. Robert Reyes says, remember, resonate. I like that. Yeah.
Even recorded on papyrus.
Yes.
In our petabyte. Roberto Reyes says in our petabyte. Roberto Reyes, our DNA.
Powerful. Yes, Stephen E. The temple walls also. Yes, the pyramid text. So I want us to really give hest and adoration to the Neterus. For me and Ani should maybe me, Ani, and Atef we should co-do a presentation on the pyramid text. And I think me and Ani had a conversation. I won't give it away, but we know in the pyramid text and all in Kemet, we see the Meta Neter. And so I think a very powerful presentation and teaching is gonna come from that. I wanna really, with the brothers, explore how did they do that? Like, did they have ladders? How did they, when you look at some of the monuments, right? And these monuments are built to the sky as an expression of praise. Not only were they building monuments and temples for the sake of having structures, there are many reasons why they built such a architecturally advanced civilizations and monuments like no other has ever done. And even if there's nothing that surpasses the knowledge that helped you to build the structures that are recently built. And we know through our Saba Tehuti, out of the 7 wonders of the world, there's only one still standing. So that is the ultimate praise. And what is also the ultimate praise is, as I will get into later in my presentation and my teaching in this lesson, the timelessness, the passing the test of time and being the ancient future that the followers of Ma'at are. It was recorded as the music that is you, and in stone, the pyramid text. That is how it was. The music that is you was recorded. Us, spirituality being brought to the planet is recorded in you. You are the proof, and everything that the Neteru left for us to inherit, for the world to marvel. This is the proof. This is the spirituality. We are the art of praise. Yes, we are music. We are a record. We are the truest expression of the art of praise. And it's definitely an art because the meta netter is a living language and it's drawn out. So in the book that we learn from and we read from in the Meta Netter Monday shows the images. It has the translations and the transliteration. And so there's the pronunciation, there's the writing, and then there's the symbols, the meta netters, what we know as the glyphs. And so we are the art of praise. We are the record. In my spiritual journey, and it's been so evident that I was, being called into being a follower of Ma'at. I used to listen to Abraham Hicks quite a bit, and a lot of people use the law of attraction, and the law of attraction is a Kemetic concept. And this is one of the things, this is like a main phrase, a big phrase that Abraham Hicks uses. She says, the law of attraction says that which is likened to itself is drawn. The meta netter, vibrations are always matched. It is the basis of the universe. When it is asked, it is always given. And so Abraham Hicks talks about, she's basically speaking the concepts and utilizing the concepts of the followers of Ma'at, but not giving them credit. And so Saba broke those matrices and showed in the movie The Secret that the picture of Tehuti. And Saba breaks down how the law of attraction is a Kemetic concept. So we are the everlasting echo. So I really want that to sink in because we have to reclaim our identity, and we have to remember who we are so that we can live in that, so we can walk in that, so we can be in that. We are the everlasting echo. Abraham Hicks says this other thing. She always says, we create our own reality. And a lot of people have a hard time with that concept. But the Netzeru, the people of Kemet, the followers of Ma'at, were imbued with Heka, and they were so deeply entrenched in nature. And the evidence is in so much of the writings and the monuments and everything that they did. So I believe that they definitely created their own reality, and so can we. Okay, here are more clues to this mystery of these messengers who were leaving us a message. And so now we're gonna start to discuss what is such a big part of the culture around the world and music. Everybody knows that I love music, art, culture, history. So here's the question, a couple questions. When it comes to, when we think of music, right? And we think of Billboard, which is the charts that ranks music and music sales and popularity. When it comes to #1 hits on the Billboard, the history of music, when we're thinking about best-selling songs, #1 songs, what topic or subject or theme is the most well-known or talked about? Let's get a little participation from the chat, especially the music lovers, the arts, history, music, culture lovers. This is for you. You're gonna, so some of you are gonna learn about a group that people don't talk about who were very much into learning about Egypt and Kemet and the followers of Ma'at. And people Don't even talk about it. But the reason I'm gonna bring this up is some of the songs they created was about this specific topic. So we're gonna get into this topic. What is the most songs when if we were to categorize and we look at all the #1 hit records, the biggest records, what were they talking about?
Love.
Yes. Wait, Atef, is this from you or the chat? I can't see the chat. Let me look at the chat.
Me, Stephen E. say melanated people, hip hop, R&B, soul music.
Yeah, what specific?
Rap, hip hop. I say love.
Yes, what is the topic that they're talking about in rap and history? Let's say country. Let's think about the genres, right? Emo music, R&B, hip hop, country, rock. I don't care what language. I don't care what century. What is the thing that people sing about the most? That's how I should have framed it. What is the thing that people talk about the most?
Angela Gates says Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I love this chat. See, this is my home. This is my people.
Roberto Reyes says Ra, relationships, love.
Yes. See, y'all are my people. See, this is why I am here. This is I once heard these like hippies, right? Because I live in Wisconsin. I live in Madison, Wisconsin, and it's 89% Caucasian. And someone I know, because I do community work, so I'm always interacting with all kinds of people. And they moved to a certain area. So I live in Madison. They moved to this smaller town called it's named Stoughton. It's Stoughton, Wisconsin, right? And they said now that they're living in this new community, they have to find their people. Well, I am so grateful and the highest level of gratitude that I found Saba and I found y'all, because y'all are my people. The followers of Ma'at are my people, is my family, is my community. And like Scribe Ani Ptah said, I had to relearn what a brother was, what a mother was, what a sister was. I had to relearn all of that. Y'all are my family. So I love the heartbreak. Shannon said heartbreak in the chat. I love y'all participation. Okay, y'all with me now. Y'all with me now. Okay, we getting there. We getting there. Okay. Love, definitely love. So if we think about that whole Motown era, right? With that I say this respectfully. For the older generation, y'all would know that era of music, that R&B, that old soul music, Temptations, Motown, Diana Ross, all of those legends. Let me look in the chat. Smokey Robinson, Rolls Royce, so many. The Shirelles, yes. Y'all with me? Atef said love. Atef, what are some of the old R&B groups that baby making music? I hope this is not offensive. We all grown. Babyface. That we getting ready to. This teaching is about Marie. This teaching is about creation, right? Because the love in the music it's not the same, and the sound vibration is not the same. Ani will get this because he's an engineer, right? He engineers his own music. So the music now is not it's not communicated. The vibe, the frequency is different. Here's the reason why. I went to school for engineering. So when music was recorded in the past, there was a specific board. It was an SSL. All of the music from that Motown era was analog music. It was not digital. Before they were discs and CDs and streams and all these platforms, all of that music it's really compressed, right? Like when we had reel to reel, when we had cassette tapes, when we had vinyl, when you had things except the digital disc, that was a different warmth of music, and the subject matter was different. And so Etta James, yes, peace and love to all of the old school artists that, made their attempts and did their things to spread the love. Eric G said they made the best music back then. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I agree. I 100 agree. 100% agree. Okay, let me keep going. In the culture, I don't call it the entertainment industry as it pertains to my lens, right? Because I do not believe that you can separate a people or a culture from spirituality. So I call it the creative industry. I do not call it the entertainment industry. Enter what? And so maybe I'll do a part 2 on this and kind of break down the etymology of entertainment and the how the gatekeepers want to put us in a spell and be in the matrix as it pertains to culture, spirituality, music. We know that we are music, and now that we know that we are a record, I'm gonna show what's happening. And so, who were and who are, when we're thinking about the culture and creativity industry, who do you believe, not who the record or the entertainment industry says are some of the biggest shining stars, to you, who have been some of the biggest shining stars, the reasons for you as far as it pertains to music? Who have been some of the biggest shining stars? Let's get some more participation from the chat. Nicholas Noetic says you can also see the whole song pattern like in music program on the vinyl. You can spin it and hear it on your nail even. Robert Red says, what are we entering with the entertainment? Enter. Yeah, what are we entering? So amazing with the analog. Prince and Michael Jackson. Yes. Thank you, Angela G.
You say who are the greats?
Who are the shining stars?
R. Kelly.
What? Who? Babyface. Okay. Who else?
R. Kelly.
Okay, that's controversial. That's a little controversial.
We talking about music, or we talking about his life? What are we talking about here? You talking about love songs? That's part of the matrix, ain't it? Ain't that part of your presentation?
Yeah, but he kind of like we can't endorse him. We can't. I'm sorry. He's kind of out of there.
You said who were some of our shining stars when it comes to music?
Yes.
Okay, R. Kelly. Babyface,
Okay, definitely Babyface.
Michael
Definitely.
Jackson, Prince,
Yes.
Marvin Gaye.
Yes. Jimi Hendrix. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Okay, Tua for your participation. Tonight, I will share and introduce, I'm repeating this intentionally. Tonight, I will share and introduce the younger generation to a sound vibration from the past that exemplifies greatness is forever. That's the beautiful thing about recordings, and not just music, but video, because we capture, it's captured, right? You are literally capturing a moment in time that can be re-experienced in the future. I will reintroduce the older generation to messengers who were using signs and symbols to teach us. I will give clues and hints during my lesson and see if any of you can guess who I am thinking of. Here it is. Here's a little meta netter. Does anybody know what these words mean? Kai as afit. Anyone know what these words mean? Just let that sit for a little bit, because this is so beautiful. We are learning our original language. This is so powerful. We definitely are a beautiful people. What we survived, what we had to survive, none of them can do what we've been able to survive. I'm gonna just say that. That's not a part of the lesson, but I'm gonna just put that out there. Any guesses in the chat?
Roberto Reyes says, don't know.
Okay. Any guesses in the chat? More guesses, please.
That's true darkness, I'm guessing.
What was the guess again, Atef?
Right there, cool darkness, I'm guessing, he says. Nicholas Noetic.
Okay.
Angela Gates says, I don't know.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna break this down. Here's some more information about, here's some more clues. Here's some more clues. It says, this band has won 6 Grammys out of 17 nominations. To be nominated 17 times for a Grammy is a big deal. And they won 4 American Music Awards out of 12 nominations. So for some of you at the younger generation, the American Music Awards was one of the first, one of the biggest award shows. They have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Vocal Group Hall of Fame, the NAACP Image Award Hall of Fame, and they're on the Hollywood's Rock Walk. And they have also earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The band has received an ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Heritage Award, a BET Lifetime Achievement Award. Now that's so for you who do not know, BET is Black Entertainment Television. So to be able to win a Lifetime Achievement Award is a very big deal. For some of you in the younger generation, there used to be a show called Soul Train. And the Soul Train, what was amazing about Soul Train is it was before they had an award show, they had a show that used to come on every week, and it was like a dance show. But there also would be performances. And the highlight, you could Google this and look it up on YouTube as well. But the most famous thing that came out of the Soul Train is the Soul Train line. So they won a Soul Train Legend Award, a NA. Say that again.
Says Earth, Wind, and Fire. Stephen E. says Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
Angela Bates says I don't know.
Okay. Beautiful. They also won a NARAS Signature Governor's Award, a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, the 2012 Congressional Verizon Award, and the Kennedy Center Honors in 2019. And Rolling Stone has called them innovative. Let me just look in the chat, see what's going on in the chat. Okay, Atef holding it down. Robert Red says Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, I see y'all. Y'all are smart. Y'all are very in tune to what's going on here. Very in tune to what's going on here. So here it is again, 7 Grammy Awards, 4 American Music Awards, and here's some additional ones that is not on the information I just shared. So they got a doctorate of music from Berklee College of Music. Berklee is, a leader in music programs here in the United States of music. So they are inductees. I think this was shared in the last slide. Songwriters Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Vocal Group Hall of Fame. And the award for the artist that praised Kemet the most goes to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Who all got that right? Stephen E., Angela Gates. Who else?
Reyes.
Robert Reyes got it too. Very, very impressive. I am very impressed. Oh, Stevie E has said Rick James. Yes, Rick James definitely has some really good, he definitely had some hit records. Okay. So let's get into some of the images and break down some of the images that they left behind for us. So powerful. And so I want to ask a question to Robert Reyes, Angela Gates, and Stephen E. When you think back of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and you think about what you know about Kemet now, do you feel like there was a lot of discussion around Kemet in Egypt based on the music that we were listening to and the album covers we were seeing about Earth, Wind, and Fire? Do you see like the scales? What do you all feel about that? Let's get a little participation from the chat when we think about Earth, Wind, and Fire.
They was initiates.
Okay, I like
Reds,
that.
they was initiates. Nicholas Doetic says, wow, great.
What did he say?
Nicholas Noetic says, wow, great. Angela Gates says, yes, it was evident even back then.
Nice. Anyone else?
Stephen E says they knew the knowledge and were trying to spread it to our people through sound vibrations.
Yes. Hindu to Earth, Wind, and Fire. So let's check this out. So this is the album Spirit. This is their 7th studio album. This was released September 28th, 1976. And some of the songs on the album was Getaway, On Your Face, Imagination, Spirit, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Departure, Bio, and Burning Bush. And as you can see, they have the images of the MERS on here. This is the album All in All. This was their 8th studio album. This was released in November of 1977. And you can see one of the most well-known monuments and temples, and above it, it has a myrrh. And some of the songs on this album, the number 1 song is Serpentine Fire. And we know what Saba has taught us about the serpent, the snake, the so-called cobra, and the significance of fire. And so there's the track Fantasy, In the Marketplace, Jupiter, Love's Holiday, Bijo, aka Brazilian Rhyme, I'll Write a Song for You, Magic Mind, Heka. We're talking about Heka, Running, Brazilian Rhyme, Be Ever Wonderful. And so I did not, I'm a 70s baby. And I did not, I was young, but even growing up in my household, this is not a conversation anybody was having with me. And so this is, this image right here is one of their most, I think, iconic album covers. I think a lot of people would remember this album cover because it definitely stood out. I think back as a kid, how the gold stood out because I had never really seen it in that way on the music, on an album cover. And as you can see, there's the image of the falcon, the Heru, with the disc with Ra on the top of his crown, and then he's holding the ox. And so on this album, Gotta Get You Into My Life, Fantasy, Can't Hide Love, Love Music, Getaway was a huge song. Gotta Get You Into My Life was a huge song. That's the Way of the World. September is a huge Earth, Wind, and Fire song. Shining Star is a huge, iconic Earth, Wind, and Fire song. And Reasons, I think a lot of babies were created, people playing this music because of this music. This song, Reasons, if you have not heard this song for the younger generation, this is a beautiful, beautiful love song. Atef, do you remember the first time you heard Reasons? Do you remember Reasons?
I do remember that song.
Angela Gates, Reasons. What you remember? What is a memory that you have about Reasons? Or Stephen E. or Robert Riaz? Did you guys just Google the based on the hints? Did you guys Google and see the Wikipedia and then you put that in and that's how you figured out it was Earth, Wind, and Fire? Or do you have a history? Do you have memories of this music? So for a lot of us, when on like Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings, our parents would be playing this music while they were cleaning the house, or like we having time as a family on the weekend, and this music was played a lot. Atef, what is your memory of Reasons? Do you have any stories or memories of Earth, Wind, and Fire?
No, I didn't know that. I never seen that album cover before. I did not know that. I do remember the songs though. I remember my family playing the songs, but I did not know they had Heru Bahutet on them.
Yeah, they were representing.
I didn't know that, brother.
Please find me an artist or a group that had more. I haven't even shown y'all all of what they did. We just start to get into it.
Stephen E says, I knew because they are one of the most highly decorated bands of all time.
Very good. Yes. Their achievements speak for themselves. Nicholas Noetic said, I had a vinyl. I loved their music. Angela Gates, what is some memories you have of Earth, Wind, and Fire? Let's get some more participation from the chat. This album is, well, this is actually the album that I'm sharing is one of the greatest hits album. So some of these songs are from other albums, but I think it's very actually brilliant marketing and kind of catapulting their career, because in the 70s, during this time, there wasn't a lot of greatest hits records that were put out at this time. So they did this early in their career and had many more albums after this. And so their signs and the symbols, they had quite a few of them. And I'm gonna show you the more.
Their family gatherings.
Yes.
Shannon says, God bless the child with a heart of gold. Weight of the world makes him so cold.
Okay. Nicholas Noetic said, I'm 30, so I managed to catch their music, but didn't know their knowledge of Kemet. Didn't even know myself about Kemet then, though. That's the way of the world. Okay, Shannon, that's what you remember. Okay, you remember those songs? Very nice. Robert Reyes says, I heard of music in the past, but the album covers is what always stood out to me. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to us all. Check out this album cover. Look at the first song title on this album. This is their 9th studio album. This was released in June 1979. And so the title for this song is In the Stone. In the Stone. They're literally talking about what was happening in Kemet. And then Can't Let It Go. After the Love Has Gone. Here's another one for those in the younger generation. This is a beautiful, beautiful love song. Definitely think, some children were made because of this song. Let Your Feelings Show. Boogie Wonderland was a huge hit for them too. This was a dance song. And then Star, Wait, Rock That, You and I. But After the Love Is Gone is one of their biggest records. Very legendary song in their catalog. Faces. This is the 10th studio album that they released October 1980. And as you can see, is a myrrh and a light. And so the members are the ones that are closest to the myrrh in this photo. I couldn't find, I didn't put the track listing over here for this album, but this is one of their biggest, albums too. And so there is not a group, there is not an artist that has more images of Kemet or mentions in their songs than Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I did not put all of this together until now because the raising of consciousness and awareness that I'm having due to the teachings of the master teacher, Saba Tehuti. Check out this album cover. Can anyone see what is happening in this picture right here of this Naturks? What do you see? Look very closely at this picture and see what is this photo trying to express. If you can see, look very closely. This is in 1981. This album came out. This album is called Raise. This is their 11th studio album, released June 1981. Let's get some participation from the chat. What do you see in this image? Angela Gates said, definitely children were made, baby. We used to have this thing, and this is, I'm saying this respectfully. In this era, another name for R&B was baby making music because it was love songs. It's a music about love and relationships. Robert Reyes says transformation. Atef, you were going to say something?
No, I was saying that's what I was reading. What Roberta Reyes says, transformation.
Okay. Nicholas Noetic said Het Haru. Shannon said, no doubt my siblings were made to this. Tua. Yes, Stephen E, you got it. Tua to you. It's the ancient future. See, like, there's this. So this stuff just comes to me. And Atef and Ani, when after my presentation, I'm curious how your presentations, what is your journey like building your presentation? Because mine comes to me is not like creating a curriculum. I don't think it's coming like a regular, like a professor puts their presentations together. Mine comes to me in a very magical, I don't know how to describe it, but I didn't know this existed when I titled my presentation. I didn't know this book. There's a book called Ancient Future that exists. I didn't even know that book existed. This book is about Kemet, and maybe I'll do a part 2 of this, and I'll go into more in depth from a different vantage point, from a different angle about what does it mean, the ancient future. What does it mean? I'm gonna do a part 2, and I'm gonna talk about time travel. I'm gonna talk about time travel. And I actually may talk to, I may try and schedule a one-on-one with Saba before I teach my next lesson, because I actually was listening to our interview, and we've heard, like, you hear stuff, right? And you hear it, and it kind of goes in one ear and they're saying out the other. And you don't really like look into it and dive into it and research and investigate. And that's what Saba is teaching us, the brothers on the panels, is the importance of researching, searching for Ra, searching for Ray. And time travel, somebody said something, and now it's making me want to do my homework because it hit different. It definitely hit different. And so this one concept that we know, now having to rethink how I think about that topic. And so I think I'm going to do a part 2 of the ancient future and delve into some of these things. Let's see in the chat. Let's see what we got. Shannon said, I love the imagery. It made me very curious as a child. Nice. Yeah. I think they planted a seed, right? And that is the power that we have as followers of Ma'at, because you can't beat nature. And the meta netter is a living language. And what do we see this is what Saba taught me in a one-on-one. He said the netterers, the netters were so imbued with nature, they couldn't even write or speak without expressing it. And that is what we see in the meta netter. You see fish, you see waves, you see snakes, you see trees, you see nature. And and Earth, Wind, and Fire didn't necessarily come through the front door, that they had an interest in Kemet, or that they were followers of Ma'at. So I think they were just planting seeds. Maybe they didn't feel confident in teaching, or maybe, and this is something that I have experienced too with artists, because I manage artists and I dabble in the music business a little bit. I love working with creative people, because there's a connection there, because I'm a visionary and I love art, music, and history and culture. And so a lot of times, artists have sometimes when they're conceptualizing their music, when they're writing lyrics, when they're writing rhymes, and picking beats and thinking of topics for songs, sometimes there's a hesitance to talk about certain things because they don't think, or they don't feel that the music will be well received, or that they can articulate it in a way that is digestible and people can metabolize what they're saying. So this is what's beautiful about Saba Tehuti, the master teacher. He breaks things down so we can understand it, and he's changing the standard of teaching. And we see that evidence in songs by Ani Ptah. Like, Ani is who he is who he is, right? But the way he's able to do songs as a follower of Ma'at is going to continue to evolve and grow. But he is definitely doing this thing. I think I'm not sure how familiar Ani is with Earth, Wind, and Fire, because I think Ani's younger. I think Ani's 30. So he may not be familiar with them. He might be, because he's very intelligent and he's very into music. And so I think what they were doing is was like the beginning, right, of this thing about introducing people to so-called Egypt and Kemet. Now I think with Saba Tehuti, it's being actually presented to us in a way that we can digest it and metabolize it. So that's beautiful, Shannon, how it made you very curious as a child. And here's the thing too that I want to share. When I was in school, you know how people doodle and you're not really paying attention to what they're teaching because some of it is not really relevant or it's not engaging. And so a lot of people, we're just waiting, right? You're watching the clock, waiting to get out of there. And you're just doodling, or some people are drawing. I used to always draw a mer and with the eye. And so some of that, and that wasn't necessarily just based on anything that I was learning about Kemet, but if anyone grew up in Chicago would know the reason why I was drawing that. And so it's like a powerful thing how seeds are dropped, are planted in us, and then and some things eventually those seeds grow into something more fruitful. So let's see what else is in the chat. Robert Reyes says, "I'm convinced Stephen E is psychic." I would not be surprised if Stephen E grows into a very prophetic person. We always laugh, and sometimes in a loving way, in a kind of like mesmerized way, Stephen E, sometimes we can't tell. It looks like he's meditating. So sometimes we can't tell if the screen is frozen or not. So it's pretty interesting. Let's see. Very smart brother, Stephen E. Shannon said, Angela Gates says, "We are one," but I think that's a Frankie and Beverly song. Okay. Yeah, I think that is too. Yes, Frankie and Beverly is also a very powerful, beautiful band that emerged, and I guess you could say they were R&B. They were a band. They have some very beautiful, very powerful love songs as well. Definitely baby making music, 100%. What's the one song they have? I should know this song. Beyonce did a remake of it. It's one of their most popular songs. It was also in Tupac's movie, All Eyes on Me. It was a part where Tupac was dancing with a fiend. That was a very powerful scene. Robert Rios says, "Searching." Steven said, "I'm not psychic, just trying to stay tuned in the earth grid resonance." Laugh out loud. Nice. Okay, cool. Yes. So this picture, this image, this sign, this symbol, as you can see, this Natert, she's like half human, half something digital. And so I think this was an expression of the ancient future. Check this album cover out. When I saw this, I was like, how did I not know what Earth, Wind, and Fire was trying to communicate? I didn't fully get it. I wasn't fully aware. Look at the meta netter in the back on this album cover. Please show me an album cover with meta netter on it. Please show me. Please, Google, use anything that you want to use. I am wondering if they are the first group worldwide to ever have meta netter on their album cover. Can somebody prove me wrong? Conscious community? Anybody? Why have we not been giving adoration and praise and gratitude to Earth, Wind, and Fire for the seeds that they planted. So tonight, I want to I want to give the highest level of gratitude for your intentions and for your artistic vision, for being ahead of your time to spread love in the way that you did it. No one, and there's this puts Earth, Wind, and Fire for me in a different category. This separates them from everyone else. This is my humble opinion. And so I am so amazed, right? Putting together this presentation, I did not know how this was all going to play out. And so I'm still like amazed of this beautiful, what it means to be a student of Saba Tehuti, because I'm learning like second by second, right? We know this whole thing about second, but everything is different because we are in this energy with the Netaru, with the Nesubiti, with the Par EE. We are dancing with the ancient future. And so, being with the brothers and learning and being in leadership and growing in our development, doing these presentations, I had a realization that when me specifically, and I want to hear the brothers talk about this too, is when we're doing these teachings, this, for me, it's a lot of self-reflection is happening. Because how can you not be changed standing next to Saba Tehuti? And even in the folks in the chat, I hope that you're having an amazing journey with what we get to learn from Saba in the Meta Mondays, when he goes on the other platforms, and when he's teaching the podcast on Friday. So please, I'm going to look in the chat. Please, is there any other artists? Am I missing something? Please share with me if there's groups from the past, current groups.
Nicholas Winnick said Planet Asia's album, Egyptian Merchandise, has Metal Netter on it.
I love that album. That's new. That's new, right? That's like the last time. Say that again?
He said, but that's a long time after Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes, facts. What else? What else? Latif in the chat. What else? What else? Let me see.
Roberto Reyes says Sudra. Let's see.
Beautiful. Educate me. Teach me. I want to learn.
That's it. Shannon Southar said, it resonated with me deeply as a youth. I was always seeking Kemet subconsciously. Now look at me. LOL.
Yes, beautiful.
Roberto Reyes says, Kess to them, no doubt. Nefer Caparet became a member. A YouTube.
Oh, beautiful. And no.
Let's see.
Let's give her some hand claps for supporting. That's a support. Let's give her some hand claps.
This is
to Nefer Caparet for becoming a member.
Yes.
One of the beautiful Neterettes, Tua, for supporting. Yes, become members for the Teachings of Ma'at YouTube channel. We appreciate everyone who shows love and reciprocity to us.
Yes. Thank you all that I can have a place to share my intuition and vision and how I'm wired. They're not people that I can talk to about these kinds of things. So this is a wonderful, safe space. We can build a new Kemet, and we can pay Kes to our powerful leader, Saba Tehuti, and build with the brothers on the panel. Shout out to Ahati. We hope that you are safe. We love you. We miss you. Tua, for who you are and all that you have contributed. And yes, I was so excited when I saw this. And so this is very, very encouraging for me.
The Alan Shannon Southar says the Alan Parsons project used a lot of metal imagery, eye in the sky.
Beautiful. Educate me. I'm gonna look all these up. I do know about Planet Asia. Yes. So Tua for that. Egyptian merchandise. Yes. I like that album. I like Planet Asia. Nicholas Noetic says, what books do you and Tehuti recommend for learning and reading more about MetaNet and Peru books? I would shoot an email to Saba Tehuti, Nicholas Noetic. He will recommend books for you to read to learn more. Robert Reyes says, we builded the Ancient Future Hotel. Yes, most definitely. It's a very powerful, exciting time. Okay. So this is, they have so many albums with signs, symbols of Kemet. I was running out of slides that I could do on the thing that I use for doing presentations. So here's 4 albums. Here's 4 more albums. 4 more albums that Earth, Wind, and Fire has with images of Kemet and signs and symbols and seeds that they were planting for us. And so there's the album, The Promise. This is the one with the planets on there and with the Netaru, the part EE in the background, and with Ra and the planets revolving around Ra. Also has the Falcon, has the Ankh on it. And it has the brother praising, his arms up, praising Ra with the Ankh on the back of his shawl or his regalia that he's wearing. So that's the album, The Promise. And then the one with the Ankh in the middle, the album is called Avatar. And then the album at the top with the Ankh on it again is In the Name of Love. And then the one at the bottom is Heru again. And the name of that album is Now, Then, and Forever. So here again, they're talking about the ancient future. And so this is just a powerful synchronization on how this teaching came together, and for us to visit Ray, to revisit Kemet, like we are already in it. And for the people that will view this, I hope this inspires you to learn more about Kemet. I hope this is encourage you to go back and look at, you know what they're doing as well? I'm just realizing this. I don't have any notes. They're scribing. They were scribing back then. their art, their expression, they were recording. And once it's recorded and it's there, it becomes timeless. This music, this art, these images, right? And so that's what the followers of Mott were doing when they're the first recorders putting the information on the walls in the Myrrh. They were recording. They're the first recorders. The Per-Em Haru is the oldest spiritual text. So the Neterts, the Neteru, the Nesabitis, the Par-E-E are the first ones to record in the way that they recorded. And so this is what Earth, Wind, and Fire was doing with their sound, their light, sound, vibration. Okay, now I'm gonna play a video. And so, Ani, I wondered if you could help me because this recorded kind of low. And so I took a Tef's advice on how to record videos and play them. So I'm gonna play a video. 1 second.
Okay.
And see if you can turn it up a little bit for me. I got my volume all the way up on the recording, and let me see, let me share my tab. Okay, so this is the video that I'm gonna play, and I'll play it and see if you can turn it up a little bit and StreamYard. I don't know. Hopefully you all can hear it.
Earth, Wind, and Fire show is so unique that with the pyramids and the special effects and magic and the music, the style of the music, how does that all
Can you make it full screen?
come together? Because I can see your Egyptology in the show.
On a subconscious level, I think I always really wanted to be an actor, you know, but chose music first. So I think what we're actually doing, we are a bunch of musicians creating a theatrical atmosphere, you know. It's theater. It's basically theater. That's what it is to us. And it's in presenting theater, we're also presenting spiritually what we feel too. You know, spirit form comes through the music, comes through the vocals, comes through our idea. But at the same time, it is a theatrical presentation, you know. And one reason that it started this way was because when we first came out, we were so new in what we were doing, till we wanted to keep the interest and we wanted to keep the people's eyes glued on the stage. So we had to think of things to do in order to keep you watching every moment. And so then it evolved into something greater.
You put forth so much energy. Don't you ever just get tired?
You know, we do get tired because we really do it. You know, the whole time we're on stage, we give our all. But we're so hyped up to do it, to please and to give the people a good show, till like it doesn't really come down on us until later, like after the show. It takes us 2 hours or 3 hours to come down after the show. I mean, we'd be that hyped up, you know. There's no drugs, nothing like that. It's just all motivation.
How do you take a show from concept to execution on stage?
Usually we come up with an idea, a magical idea or whatever, and we'll find someone who can help us execute that. And then, of course, the next thing is to have it scaled down to a smaller version and see what it works, you know. So we go into like 3 months preparation for this whole thing. We work out all the different situations for the show, the choreographing and what have you. And then we trial it. You know, in other words, we have some people to come out and check the first show out to see does it work. And then we'll go back and fix whatever needs to be fixed.
Play. And some people say they had a lot more going on than just disco. But like they say, if the platform shoe fits, put the damn thing on.
Earth, Wind, and Fire may be, in my opinion, the best R&B band of all time.
They were the Rolling Stones of black music for me. They were the great live band.
Earth, Wind and Fire were the brainchild of Chicago visionary Maurice White. Their fusion of different styles achieved success once he established a permanent lineup in the 70s.
And it just came together, guys playing, and then they just kind of fell into something. It was very deliberate, very specific. Maurice thought about an idea to infuse different elements of music together, sing about lyrics of higher consciousness, a higher thought.
This world of fantasy, spiritualism, and mystic Maurice's obsession with ancient Egypt became an Earth, Wind and Fire trademark.
Those were things that he was checking out, and there were things that got people to thinking and gave the band a certain mystique.
Do you remember when it was September? But even a band of Earth, Wind and Fire's stature couldn't ignore the disco boom for long, though their newfound simplicity did upset some purists.
Being an artist is kind of frustrating because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You have to sell records and you have to be abreast of what's going on.
Earth and Fire at that point was one of the biggest groups in the world, but they felt obligated to address the dance floor very directly and go boogie wonderland.
Boogie Wonderland, yeah, but it didn't sound like that then. It was 1978, and it was fucking Boogie Wonderland.
Home and just play the songs. When they come to see us, we've got to give them something that makes them remember the band.
They used to do a stage show at one point where they used to climb inside a rocket ship, and they used to use all the tricks of Las Vegas, basically. They'd climb inside a rocket ship at the climax of the show, and the rocket ship would take off, and they had disappeared.
Their shows may have calmed down a bit over the years, but Earth, Wind and Fire still remain a big box office draw. Their record sales did decline in the 80s, although Philip Bailey's solo career has seen him emerge from a terrifying collaboration with Phil Collins to release a total of 9 solo albums.
Look, I just gotta say this. I hate fade outs. Now, why can't the band just play it and end it like they do live?
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, hopefully. I knew in this interview there's a little, in the video, there's a little bit of music, but hopefully there's no problems with it. But I could not show that video. Like, it has so many, it actually has them being interviewed and talking about Kemet, and you see how they had the Mer on the stage and the different images. I couldn't not show that video. So yes, shout out to Earth, Wind and Fire. Very powerful, very beautiful. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Shannon said, all bad have to bring in Phil Collins. Let's see. Robert Reyes says, I'm addicted to Sun Ra frequency. Let's see. Let's Groove was off the chain. Definitely. Angela Gates said Phil Collins was great. So Tua, for your participation in the chat. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so at the teachings of Ma'at, can everybody see my screen? The teachings of Ma'at, we are teachers, researchers, followers of Ma'at. And Atef, you said something? Or Ani?
No, I said we could see your screen, brother.
Beautiful. Tua. The teachings of Ma'at, we are teachers, researchers, followers of Ma'at, and we invite you, members of Earth, Wind, and Fire, to come on our platform to explore and discuss Kemet, Ma'at, creativity, and spirituality. Thank you for giving us signs, symbols, sound vibration to lead us to Ma'at. Boom. I am done. Tua to all of you. I hope you enjoyed my teaching and my vision of how things come to me, but I could not give Earth, Wind, and Fire their flowers. Ani did a beautiful breakdown of the flower and the ankh. And so it's our responsibility to build each other up, hold each other up, and to commemorate the recordings and to actually be followers of Ma'at when everyone, we are a record. And for those who are on the same wavelength as us, that is our family, that is our people, and let's build. So Tua to everyone, that is my presentation. Hope you liked it. Tua.
That was great, brother. That was fantastic, brother.
Sure.
I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. And I have all of their albums. And I did not know. I didn't even pay attention to them. Yeah, I didn't even know that was them with some of them songs until you played that video. That was fantastic, man. That was a great presentation. And that's what I'm talking about, where it's so many symbols and things that's in front of us and stuff that we grew up with. It's like the netters have been sending us signs and reaching out to us, for the longest, because there's no way that we would have all come together like this.
Tua, what are we doing out here? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've never heard anybody talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire the way I just shared that. Like, we've never talked about, I think, it's just crazy, like the distractions, the trauma, the level of consciousness that we can be in. We're not even close to reaching the consciousness and the awareness that we could have. And so I was astonished of how I didn't see this before, right? And so, time is an interesting thing, and different things happen, and we have different focuses, right? Your focus is so important, and your focus gains momentum. And so now that I'm in the energy with you, brothers, and Saba Tehuti, the things that stand out to me and the things that I see is much different than it ever has been.
Yeah, I had no idea, brother. And it's definitely a beautiful thing because it's like the breadcrumbs keep leading back to Kemet, to Ma'at, even with myself. I had these little akus that I had bought, and I have them all around my house with different colors. And this was before I had even met Saba. I had these just trying to. I had seen it was a science something where they said if you put a piece of fruit under a triangle, under an aku, under that shape, that it would take longer to decompose. And so I just had the idea to just start buying these little things and putting them around my house to just change the energy in my house. But I had no idea what they actually meant. I had no idea they were MERS. And like I said, those albums, I have all of those albums, and I never even paid it no attention back then. And you know what? I don't think the people that, like my parents and my aunts and uncles, when they were listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire, you know, all of that deeper meaning and symbolism, I'm pretty sure it went over their head, because they're still Christian. So it's just it's a beautiful thing, brother. That was a great presentation. And to answer your question, my presentations come to me too, where it's like I can't just sit down at the computer and just start working and typing and doing things. The ideas have to come to me for it to make sense. And when my goddess was helping me research, it was the same way, because I would just sit down and I would just ramble off a bunch of ideas that didn't even kind of like correlate or make sense. But then when I would present them, it would be a complete story and it would all make sense then. But I would get an idea on Monday and not know what to do with it, but I would just save it and look something up and put something together. That's the only way I could have worked. There's no way that I could have, when it was time to do the presentations, when we began to do them, there was no way that I could have just sat down and said, oh, I'm gonna do a presentation on this. Even the ideas will come first, and then the titles will come. I know he would text me. I gotta present on Sunday. He'd text me. He'd start texting me Tuesday or Wednesday. Man, I don't get back to him till Saturday afternoon. Like, okay, I got the title, because it has to come to me in order for it to make sense. But yeah, it's definitely it's a beautiful thing, brother. So I appreciate that presentation that you did, and thanks for enlightening me, because I had no idea, man. Yeah. And to answer the questions for the good brother Nicholas Noetic, he asked about some of the books. Well, let me show you this book. This is the book Ancient Future you was talking about, Menkhu. Can you see it?
Yes.
Ancient Future. This is the book.
I did not even know that book existed until last Friday.
And for Nicholas Noetic, good brother, I had to have heard Saba mention these books, because that's why I purchased them. This is one. I don't know if you can see it. It's First Steps in Egyptian by E.A. Wallace Budge. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Let me see if I turn my light on.
We can see it.
Yeah, this is one. I'm pretty sure Saba mentioned this one. And this one as well is, I don't know if you can see it right here. This is another one by Budge. This is called An Egyptian Reading Book for Beginners. This one right here by E.A. Wallace Budge. I don't know if you can see it. I'm holding it up. And then my last one, I don't know if I just bought this, but this is also by Bill Manley. This is an Egyptian hieroglyphs for beginners. This is how you read and write it. I don't know if you can see this one.
We can see it.
Yeah, so these are a few books, but definitely email Saba and get some suggestions. And also check out the Monday Metal Netter class, because that was how it originally started, where he was going over the Ptah Heru, of course, definitely that book, of course. But he goes over the lines and he's breaking it down. So we might spend 3 or 4 weeks on one line, brother. So definitely check out the Monday Metal Netter class. It'll change your life. Ani, I'm going to let you speak, great brother. But 2 out for that great presentation, Menkhu. It was excellent, my brother.
Nini up.
Yes, Hotep. Yes, to our great brother Menkhu Ara for bringing that forward. That was excellent. I love how you started off. You started off with Meta Netter by showing the Nasuk Kent. and taking your the English concepts and then putting forth the meta netter. You did that throughout your whole presentation, and I love that. That was a wonderful addition to your presentation there. That was excellent. And then showing the hai, the sing praises, which that's a beautiful word. To even to sing praises, you know, it goes back into, you know, the music aspect. So Tua for bringing that forth and showing that, showing the etymology of record. That was beautiful too. And showing, you know, that it goes to the curd and then that connects to the heart, and memory to the heart, to remember through the heart. That's a beautiful teaching right there. And how it still exists in you know the English language through the word record, to record something. So that was fire. I love how you brought that forth. And yes, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. One of my favorite, maybe my all-time favorite song ever is Fantasy. By Earth, Wind, and Fire. I listen to that song maybe 17 times a week. Anytime I'm ever feeling any type of isfet or any type of, I play that song and it just removes it. I'm right back in my natural state. That song right there, I told my Neterette too. My transition, I want that song blasting. I love that song. It's a beautiful song. And yes, and I love how you spoke about how maybe that, you know, with them putting forth the imagery and making their music and building their foundation on Kemet, and maybe they were just beginning to be introduced into the information, but the fact that it affected them so much that they built their entire career off of putting forth the imagery of Kemet and singing. When listening to the lyrics, and even in that song Fantasy, when they talk about riding the boat in the skies, you know, they put it in their lyrics of what the teachings were. So that's absolutely phenomenal. For it to be as big as it was, yeah, no one really knew what they were doing, especially when you're not familiar with that. You know, the hypnotism is so real. You can see something, the first thing you just think of is Egypt, and it just stays there. You know, pyramid, what is that? No one, you know, so subconscious, it does a lot for us. But until parts of that matrix is eliminated from your consciousness, you can, like Brother Atefrim Kim said, you know, as the albums and never even knew. And that's how it works. But it's beautiful that there are people and creators. And I seen Maharu put someone in the chat as well, a song that I love as well. The Jones Girls, Nights Over Egypt. That's a fire song. So there's definitely some beautiful artistry and creators out there who know comes from the power and the knowledge and how deep the followers of Ma'at were. Kemet, Seket, Sekim. So Hotep and Henu to you for bringing forth this presentation and really showing that that this group here and how it really connects to the ancient future, and how you can go, just like going further back, really the further you go, because they created things that we cannot create today. So that's one thing that never made sense to me. How are these people primitive? But you're talking about you can't recreate what they did. How is our technology further than them, but we can't do what they did? And that's just, so we definitely, then, you know, with Saba Tehuti giving the class of the de-evolution of going from, you know, 13, 14 years old of being part EEs, ruling a country, to, you know, 13, 14-year-olds now, and what we see our children doing. Combined in the ISFAT. So we definitely started off at the pinnacle and have dropped everything. But the Matrix will tell you that it's the other way around. It started off primitive people, stupid people, no knowledge, uncivilized, to today where now you're civilized, got technology, internet, planes. And that illusion is so magnificent to really sit and think about when you know this information and you know the truth that exists, that we study and that we echo and that we follow. And that's something that I always stand firm on anytime I'm ever communicating with anybody about any type of information. We got to pay homage to the ancient ones who laid the foundation. It's easy to take an idea and just build on top of that, but to be the first to bring something that's different, that's a different level of creativity and intuition and connectivity and science and math and patience and attention. It's just different. So Hinu to you, great brother, for this wonderful presentation. And yes, it's the same way for me when putting together presentations. I'll sit in meditation and I'll be in studies and certain things, because everything's so deep. Really, I've kind of figured out a method for myself to where I can really just go in the dictionary and pick out a word and create a presentation from that. That's kind of one of my methods that I practice now. But sometimes I can just be walking outside and because I recite a lot of the teachings that we learn from Saba Tehuti, and I just practice them. I practice them and reciting them to help me memorize them, to help me memorize what the teachings are, and to do like role playing for myself, to where acting like I'm engaging in different conversations. I play both sides, and that helps me with memory and when those occurrences come up and when I go to have conversations with people, I'm already well versed in my responses and how to build bridges. So just living and imbuing in my art and in these teachings, it just comes. And because as an artist, and as being someone, when we deal with this knowledge, it's very easy to and this is a thing that I notice a lot of people have is overthinking, right? Thinking so much that you don't do anything. And as an artist, that's something that I had to learn to master, to not do. So, to get on that stage, say, instead of sitting over there, who's going to think of what they're going to think? And no, you got to just get rid of that and just do it. So from years of practicing that, even when certain presentations, I challenge myself and I say, I'll wait till this specific day. And it's just calm, and I can sit for one whole day and all of what you see can come through. And because our great master Saba Tehuti speaks about, that's a way that he also received information, and to see it happen in real time, it definitely makes it, we know it's attainable, because that's his thing that he provides for us. He doesn't, he teaches us how to do these things ourselves. So that's a beautiful thing that he does, that I also echo. So if he says this is what I do, I then practice that as well, and see the results that come from it, and I challenge myself. So it's definitely complete magic how these things happen, how we're able to put together what we do, and for you to see the image and to think about and create ancient future. And like you said, prior to even knowing the existence of that book, don't even know what's in that book, but that's something that you came up with. So someone could say, oh, you got that from this, but in reality you didn't. That's something that just came from you, from your own research and studies, and seeing specific imagery that the ancestors left and that people put together and mixed to express their creativity. So Hinu to you, great brother Menkhu Ara. That was wonderful. I really appreciate that. I love I love the meta netter that you turned your English words, Earth, Wind, and Fire, into meta netter. I love that. That was fire to me. So, yes, absolutely. And you got some good support in for your presentation too. So I'll show that. So we can give our adoration to the supporters. Of course, our two new members of the YouTube channel, Hotep and Hinu, to you for being the first ones, leading by example. I love seeing those who, when something is opened, and just hop right on it, because that's beautiful. So Hotep and Hinu to those of you who just automatically go and are ready. So peace and love to you all. And here's someone new in the chat. I want to speak about Sid Simone. She says, "Hey Ani, hey Hotep to you, peace to you, Tua for being here in the class and leaving a comment. Welcome to the teachings of Ma'at." All right, so let me share my screen. All right, here we go. Stephen Escalar for Hinu Nefer Senu. Hinu to the followers of Ma'at. He sent 1072. To our great brother, Stephen E. One of the just wonderful brother. I'm looking forward to seeing who this great brother becomes. I'm looking forward to when he reaches out to Saba Tehuti to receive his Ren, and what that will be for him. So I'm excited for you, great brother, and what you're doing, and the light that you'll bring forth for the T.O.M. and for the great brothers and sisters who just want to know the truth and have some information to stand on. So to our good brother, for your support. All right, next we have Mr. Consistent himself, Nito Campbell, who sends $5 for support. To our great brother, as always, you are extremely consistent, the most consistent brother on YouTube as far as support. From the very beginning, every single week you support. So Tua to you, Hinu to you, and hope you are well. All right, next. And for those of you who are new and who may not know, this is how you support the teachings of Ma'at. To show the reciprocity and love that that we bring forth. So if you all want to support, the chat is pinned to the top, the thumbnail, or excuse me, at the top of the chat, the links to the Cash App and PayPal, teachings of Ma'at, if you want to support us. All right, so next, let me show this. We have Eric G, that's it, 7th Gen 333 for Hotep. To a good brother, Eric G. Look forward to meeting you, good brother. A wonderful supporter. He helps and supports the T.O.M. outside of the internet. He definitely assisted one of the brothers personally. So Hinu to you, good brother Eric G, for being who you are. And we appreciate you, and we give you praise. So Hinu to you. All right, next we have Begad Leisure, Maharu in the chat. who sends $10. Brother, thought-provoking teaching, Menkhu. To our good brother Maharu, very magical brother, who also is one of the MetaNetter students. So Hotep to you. Know you really appreciated this class. So Tua for showing your appreciation to the brother Menkhu Ara for what he's bringing forth. All right. Let's see right here. Sincere Austin, Bijan Pharaoh, $10. Support Hinu to you netters and netterettes. To our good brother Bijan Pharaoh, his brother also supported in the hoodie, and you should be receiving that this coming up week. So Hotep to you for supporting in that way and supporting the T.O.M. So Hotep and Hinu to you, and we appreciate you. All right, let me see. Let me check the Cash App here and the PayPal and see if there are. Okay, yes. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Hinu to all the great supporters. This month is our Pathways to Awakening event. So, you know, we look forward to everyone who's purchasing their tickets. I won't say who has purchased their tickets because they may not want that out there. But for the person who just purchased their ticket today, Hotep to you, Hinu to you. Look forward to meeting you too. You know, for anybody who may need any assistance or anything like that, please reach out to us, and you know, we will do what we can.
Yes, no shame, no shame. If you just need a little bit to make it, hit us up. We are happy to support. We need to come together, right? We are developing our community. We're getting stronger. We're growing. Our family is growing. We want you there. So let's figure out how to make it happen. I'm sorry, Ani. I just wanted to add on. I didn't mean.
Yes, Tua.
I just wanted to add on. We want you there. Right, you've been watching. How can you not want to meet Saba? That I cannot. My mind won't let me even understand how you in the pod class, and we've been doing this thing for a while. How could there? I would walk to. I'm bugging now, right? I mean, I ride a bike.
They gotta leave right now.
They got electric bikes. They got scooters with motors on them. There's the boat. There's I'm bugging right now, but I would figure out a way. If I wasn't where I'm at right now, I would still figure out a way. How you not gonna come see Saba? Like, you're bugging. So let me just chill.
Yes. No. Someone needs to hear that.
That's that energy, brother. That's that good energy. You see, I got can y'all see my netter axe right here?
Yes, yeah.
You're on that. Definitely.
How you not come see Saba? So how you not gonna come see Ani and the Tef? Y'all bugging, like, for real. I love y'all. Y'all need to come and get together with us, for real. Like, we need to hug each other. We are battling in these matrices every day. Like, we need to love each other. We need to get together every opportunity that we can get together. So if you need you just need a little bit of boost, you know what I mean? Let's figure it out. Let's talk. Like, we a family, we're a community. Reach out. We wanna support you all. We want us to come together. Like, tomorrow's not promised. October 28th is going to be the first time October 28th happens. Ain't no way I'm not gonna see Ani and the Tef and Saba and the Turks. Nefer Keperet. There's no way I'm not gonna go see my people, my family. You're not about to keep me from you playing? Y'all stop playing for real. Like, how I'm not gonna come see Shantae, like a Tef's Natur. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna be here. Like, y'all bugging. Y'all need to come. We need to get together. So
it's a beautiful thing, brother. Definitely. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful energy. The energy is beautiful when we digital. When we're like this and we're in our own spaces, it's a different type of magical energy. And when we're all together, it's totally different, because it's what we're doing. We building a nation, and this the internet thing and what we're doing is nice. It's, you know, is what we're doing right now, but at the same time, life is real. So to be able to remember, I told you, brothers, I was like, when I went the first time, when I went to go get my rent with Ani, I was just joking around, but I was like, I just want to make sure y'all not bots. COINTELPRO is real. So I'm like, I need to make sure them brothers ain't bots. I don't know what they doing talking about with Elon Musk. I don't know what they have going on in them labs behind them closed doors. So it's definitely a beautiful energy. Shout out to Sister Shannon.
Yes.
We had a great time. It was magical. And you know what? The thing about it is that this is just the beginning. So you know, this is the inaugural celebration, the first celebration of the Pathways to Awakening. So I definitely look forward to this, as well as many more, and many more celebrations, because there's going to be so much to celebrate as we continue to build this nation, because the land didn't build us. It was the consciousness, and it was the people that actually built those Akus and built those structures, those beautiful structures. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here.
Yes. And what you thought 9 is in LA. Heka Kepera, I believe, is in LA. You got to come and see and meet Sister Shannon. Come to her shop, buy some things, hang out with us. Like we hung out last time. We had a really good time. Like beautiful oceans, palm trees. LA is nice. So, and hanging out with everybody else, get together and laughing. We'll eat some food together, hang out. I like to party. When I was in the streets, I would not miss a party. So this is a different kind of party. How y'all not gonna come have a Maat party with us? So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time to get together with everybody.
Definitely. And we and Saba got some exciting new announcements with the direction that the organization is going to be going, the movement. So it's a beautiful thing. We have an excellent leader in our great Saba, and that energy is definitely magic. I can't explain it no other way. It's just pure magic. So definitely show your support. Come out, like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely come make the event. Come hang out with us, because it's beautiful. There's no other way to explain it. I can't even really. I would walk there, brother. I really would. I would walk there, and I'm further than you, but it will be worth it. And that's the thing about it too, is that I understand. So right now, what we're doing right now, this is digital stone. My brother's presentation that he just put forth, it's digital stone. So even if it gets taken down off of YouTube, which it won't, it will still be on Rumble, but it's still there. Even when they try to make it disappear, it's still there. because they can hide the truth, but they can't make it go away. So what we're creating here is Digital Stone. I need presentation last week on music. I call it Digital Stone, you know, and this is what we have to work with right now in this day and age, in this time. So, you know, we're going to make the best of it. So it's a beautiful thing, but definitely come out and feel the energy. You can feel the energy through the screen. You know, you can feel the energy every Friday night when the podcast is going on. I had a brother yesterday. I was out with one of my close friends, and we were talking, and I was telling him I've been inviting him to the podcast, and sometimes he comes, sometimes he doesn't. But I don't know if he thought it was a fad or something, but I told him, I was up until 5 a.m. I didn't go to bed till 6 a.m. I'm up. I work 12 hours. I get off. The podcast for me usually starts around 10:15, and I'm up until it ends for me around 5, sometimes 6. I may doze off a little bit during some of the lessons. Like I did doze off a little bit this Friday, but for the most part, I stay up because people do what's important to them. And this teaching and this knowledge it's important to me. It definitely is. And like I said, it got taken down one time. I don't want to miss nothing that come out Saba's mouth. I don't want to miss nothing Ani brings forth. I don't want to miss nothing Ahati brings forth, because this is Ma'at and this is the truth. And you know, we already know about the lies about the Easter Bunny. We already know that Easter bunnies don't lay eggs, mammals don't lay eggs. So we know that story. We know the Santa Claus story. We know St. Valentine's story. We know all the lies. But what we're bringing forth here is Ma'at, and that's the truth. So I don't want to miss nothing that my teacher brings forth. I just don't. You know, we could talk about Halloween all day. We could talk about Veterans Memorial Day, all the lies, all the ISFAT, all that. We're very familiar with that. We're very familiar with Snowfall and all the different TV shows, the Housewives, the Kardashians, all the lies and ISFAT and chaos, but we're not familiar with Ma'at. We're not as familiar as we should be, as evidenced by there hasn't been a MER built. There hasn't been those types of structures built in the quote-unquote modern era right now. But the consciousness that existed, that created those monuments and structures still exists, and it exists in us. So it's up to us to tap in and focus on what's real. And what's real is the foundation of Ma'at, because we're very, very, very familiar with the lie. All of us are. We're very familiar with the lies. It doesn't matter what culture you come from, what land you're in. We are very familiar with the lies that these people bring forth. So I don't want to miss nothing. I don't want to miss nothing that my teacher brings forth, and I don't want to miss this energy that we all imbue and give forth. I don't want to miss it. So it's a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to share that with everyone, because I'm going to be there. And, you know, I understand how important this is. If people do what's important to them, and people stand in line to buy tennis shoes, and they're not buying tennis shoes, they're not standing in line barefoot. So they're standing in line to get a pair of shoes. They're standing in line to get another pair of shoes, right? They're standing in line to get a different color. People stand in line to buy video games, PlayStations, right? They're not standing in line to get the first video game. They're standing in line to get the newest one. They already got the old one. They got the 4 or the 5, I don't know what number they on, but they got the one previous. They're standing in line, and they'll stand in line for hours to get that. But what length will we go to for the truth? Would we walk? What would we actually do for the truth? How important is it to us? That's all I'm saying. And I'm not judging, because we're all guilty of it. This is why we have to search ourselves. The iPhone, that's right, Sister Angela Gates. They'll stand in line for the iPhone, right? And I'm not judging, again, right, because it's a process, and everyone's process is their own. And everyone's journey is their own. But it's a collective energy that we're bringing forth, because my brothers motivate me and inspire me, as my great teacher does. So all I'm saying is people do what's important to them. So, you know, it's important for me to be there and to be amongst my teacher, because I know that I might not be able to do that, you know? So the fact that I can do it now, I'm going to take every opportunity I can to do something great and to be great and to strive for greatness and to rise like the Aku. So out to everyone who knew, to everyone that supports, everyone in the chat. It's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time when we just need to take advantage of it and appreciate it, because again, we're very familiar with the lies, and we all appreciated the lies. We all appreciated the Valentine's Day gifts, the chocolates, the cakes, the everything that was given to us, and that was we've all participated in it. So, you know, like I said, let's start striving for excellence. So out to you, great brother, for that beautiful presentation. Out to you, great Ani, Ptah, Aten. And what you bring forth, it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time, and we just need to recognize that. So with that, I'm gonna let you brothers talk. That's all I wanted to say, man. I walk there too. I will walk there for the truth. I will make that sacrifice. So.
Tua for that, great brother.
Yes, Tua for that. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, and what you say all the time is very true. Is people do what's important to them, and there was no way ever. I've always been like this though, but if there was some type of seminar or some type of event going on, something that I appreciate and I'm learning from, I was there. Wasn't nothing gonna stop me. Wasn't no supervisor, boss, manager gonna say nope. It's just impossible. That's not even a reality for me. Because this is so important. If I find that, you know, this type of environment that I place myself in is and I see the fruit that it bears. I see the results that it bears by implementing. There's absolutely no way I would ever miss anything like that. And even if it's something that you don't think that you can attend, what do we teach here? My eye is literally Heka'u. We teach Heka'u. Nothing is impossible in this physical existence at all. You have the ability to create, as Ptah teaches us, through the ETH and through the tongue. You can create. So if you feel like there's something that's preventing you from being able to make it out, I always tell people, just utilize the teachings. We're here learning the teachings. We're here learning from the people who built the entire foundation of what we live and exist in right now. It's just hidden under the false matrix, the original matrix. What did they teach? Let's just echo what they did. Move all these obstacles out the way so we can do what we need to do what we want to do what pleases our Eve, our Ba. If there's something that's preventing you from coming out, there's so many answers that the ancient ancestors left written for us to teach us how to invoke and bring forth. Everybody likes to talk about manifestation and the law of attraction and all these wonderful concepts. So it exists, and anyone can utilize that. I know I'd hop on a mega bus, take my little something like you said. There's no way, because it is that important. And you know, to meet the great Saba Tehuti is this is one of the things that we created something here for you all to meet. You all would not be able to meet Saba Tehuti without this. I'm telling you right now. We created a way for you all to come out and meet Saba Tehuti in the flesh. So take advantage of it. And you know, there are many of you who are just so wonderful. I'm so excited to meet each and every one of you who are coming out. the great brother Menkhu Ara is putting so much into making sure that this is such a it's going to be a beautiful event for everyone. You will walk out with knowledge, energy that's going to carry with you for months at a time. There's going to be so much love and power being emanated within that building, and physical gifts, you know. So opportunity to utilize your talent and win money, you know. So your trip may even be at a great discounted price. You know what I mean? So two out to everyone who is coming out. Make sure you get your tickets. If you have not, let me put the banner up again. We want the great brothers and sisters to come out and utilize this. And I think I said this on the last panel. When Saba Tehuti, you know, when the reciprocity doesn't come in the way that it should for Saba, you know, he says, you know, the pod class could really end whenever, but for the brothers on this panel, we're there for life. So even if the internet thing stops because he doesn't receive the right amount of reciprocity for what he's bringing forth, there are those of us who absolutely will always stand with and stand beside him because we see the value in what he's bringing forth. And I know that all of you who are here, who send in support to us, you all overstand as well, and you all will walk this journey with us. And this is somewhere you have to choose to be. You have to choose to be here. You have to want to be here, because this is where, exactly, stranger, we here, absolutely. This is where the real work begins. This is reprogramming of the subconscious. This is changing up your habits. This is getting rid of the toxins and incorporating more health into your thought process, how you speak to people, what you even place yourself around. Ptah Hotep teaches to not engage in gossip and don't even be around gossip. You know, this right here is just a different level of life, you know, to exist in and to raise up your family and to raise your children up in. So it's absolutely beautiful. And you know, Hinu to all of you, all the members, the Teachings of Ma'at members who sign up to join us and walk with us. Because after October, the great Saba Tehuti is bringing some announcements, and he said everyone's going to want to sign up at that point. But for those of you who see what's happening prior to Saba Tehuti making these announcements, there you have a special place to me, because it takes a different initiation. It takes a different type of attention and vision to be a part of something, and strength and courageousness and confidence to put yourself out there and say, no, I stand on this. This is what I represent. And I truly appreciate each and every one of you who has made that step. And so, yes, once October, once this event happens, and what's to happen after, just look at where we was a year ago. Just go back to our very first videos, and now, you know, just work your way up and look and see where we're at. Just the transition. It's been consistent growth and evolution, and consistency is consistent. And because we have such a strong foundation and team and brotherhood and sisterhood that we built, we all can depend and lean on each other. And that's such a beautiful thing to have, to be able to lean on your brother and know that nothing changes. Because that's what we need. This is no one person that this is not about one person. This is a whole collective. Everyone has a part to play. Everyone has a position to play. And if you play your position at the highest level, then as a collective, we can only be as great as the weakest link, you know? So if everyone is great and their standard is Ma'at, then that's what we represent, and unstoppable, unbeatable, no matter where we go. And there's nothing in this physical existence here that can stop us from attaining and bringing forth what we want to bring forth because of the Heka'u and because of the protection that we have by walking in this way of life. Hotep, we got a couple more supports in. Let me show these. Nookpoo, who sends in 111 for artifacts, the art of facts. Ma'at. Uh-oh.
I got too many buttons, yo.
To our good brother, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Nookpoo, who sends in the magical number of the 111, artifacts, the art of facts. And that's literally what this is. You know, these presentations are art. You're putting together art, and there's facts presented in the artistry. It's literally arts of facts, of the artifacts. So it's actually true. Absolutely. Okay, to our good brother Nookpoo. All right, next we have another great brother, another Teachings of Ma'at member, active member, Black Alucard, $15. Peace to the pod class. Hotep, great brother, Black Alucard, Hinu to you for the support that you bring forth. We truly appreciate you, and Tua for your words as well. Peace to the pod class. All right. I think that's the support that we received in. If you all want to support, Cash App, Teachings of Ma'at, PayPal, Teachings of Ma'at. You can support through purchasing merch as well, teachingsofma'at.org. If you all have not received Saba Tehuti's ebooks, go ahead and get your ebooks. Sign up for the newsletter. This is teachingsofma'at.org. You scroll all the way to the bottom. Here's how you join our Discord community as well. You can click that link. And here's our mailing list. Join our mailing list. If you're not a part of that, we're closing in on 100 people on the mailing list. So Hotep and Hinu to everyone who signs up for the mailing list, where you receive a newsletter every week with all the links and everything in there, and a summary of the class from the week before. And there's also this week I added the Pathways to Awakening event on there, so you can also purchase your tickets through there. So right here, when you go to more, we have the MetaNetter Monday. You can sign up for MetaNetter Monday here. Here's our video. You can sign up for it here. Go to shop. Teachings of Ma'at merch. This is how you get your merch. You can get a Teachings of Ma'at design, and you can get a custom name on your back. You can get it in MetaNetter. The sister Sherry Ka sent me something that she wants on hers, and she said, "Hey, I want this Medu on there," and I'll transcribe your name into a shin. I'll put your name into a shin, and you know, we can do whatever you want. As a sound frequency vibration of the name Ptah can definitely create whatever vision that you have. So just reach out to me. Contact me here. I have a WhatsApp. You can message me on WhatsApp, and get you out your merch and purchase your ebooks. This is what started the T.O.M. Stepping Out of the Matrix ebook. There's so much magic in this, and it's 13 episodes. I'm gonna do a class on when the time is right on what really the magic that's happened.
Since
Because
then?
yes, since then, it's the inception of the magic of the numbers associated with our inception is absolute magic. So it's beautiful. So yeah, Melanin Dark Consciousness, beautiful, beautiful books, beautiful writing. So make sure you purchase this. And any question anybody has, events, here's where you can purchase your tickets. Anybody needs some assistance, just reach out to us and we'll do what we can. And you can message us here with any of your questions. So with that being said, Hotep to everyone, Henu. I love them. I don't know if you all are watching on YouTube, the members who sign up on YouTube. Like when you see Stephen E's name, it has Saba Tehuti as the first one. I love that. And then the emojis that you get, beautiful. I think that's fire. So the ability to be able to have those is great. So Hotep to you. Let's see. Stephen E says, I watched the first 3 class this past week at work. Great. Excellent. So you already, yes, that's beautiful. It says your first presentation on the Stepping Out of the Matrix book was Fire Ani about hair and its connection to Ra. Tua. Yes, Tua. Yeah, it was a great class. So let me, okay, I think that's everything on my list to go through. Last thing I want to, of course, promote is our great brother Ahati Maat's fragrance. The fragrance I have on tonight is Polo Oud. Polo Oud. It's a wonderful, wonderful unguent. Very, what's a word for this? It's very, it's like it's like a hug. It's like a great hug. How that feels when you receive a great hug. That's what this scent does for me. It just, it makes me feel so relaxed, and it's excellent. Polo Oud. It's a wonderful fragrance. Yeah, it's beautiful. So reach out to Ahati Maat's fragrance to get, I mean, top tier fragrances for what he lets these goes for. It's amazing deal. Everywhere I go, they love it. They love these fragrances. So yes, Hotep everyone, to our great brother Menkhu Ara Meri Maat for this wonderful presentation, bringing that earth, that wind, and that fire to these YouTube streets and teaching on a subject that's hasn't been taught on the way that you have taught on it. So Hotep and Henu to you, Hotep and Henu to everyone in the chat. Tua for your attention. Without your attention, this could never exist. Sakim M. Ardi, Murder Ka'a, Simu Hatu Natiru per in Hetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in peace. So Hotep, everyone, peace.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was fire. Nini I just wanted to say, shout out to Angela G. She was the first one to recognize where I was going with this. And she put in the chat that she could tell I was presenting on Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then we want to send peace, prosperity, power, and protection to Primordial Thought and Nine and his family. Sending love out to Ahati. Anyone who is not here, we appreciate you. We're thinking about you. You have our support. We love you, and we're gonna get through all of this together. So, tour to the chat. Peace to these powerful Nesu BTs, Part EEs, these netters on the panel. I'm just so thankful that we have each other. It's a beautiful, beautiful pod class tonight, gathering, stream. So tour to you all, and much, much appreciation.
Hotep Ma'at. Yes, another beautiful class. Like I said, do your best to do your best, as my brother Ani always does. If you can make it, do your best. That's it. You know, do what pleases your Ka, as he said. For me, I'm to the point where now I'm so hypersensitive to the Isfet that I don't even want to be around it. It's a different energy that I strive to be around now. When I once thrived in that type of energy. I used to look for the drama and I was always in it. And now I can't even physically be around it now. And it's a beautiful thing because my consciousness, I'm evolving, and I know that because I know that I'm getting smarter and I'm elevating. So with that being said, we'll end it as we always do with our beautiful affirmation. Hotep Ma'at to everybody in the chat. Peace and love. Thank you for your support. From today's teachings, Kui means ground, earth, or estate. As means air, wind, or breath. A fit means flame or fire, earth, wind, and fire. We are the everlasting echo. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. Vibrations are always matched. It is the basis of our universe. When it is asked, it is always given. Unki and Ma'at, Un and S, Nintet or Set and Ma'at, Min Hepapet and Ma'at, Her in Hukui, Her Ikut. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
But I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move. But my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed. Eating alkaline at this time, fasting Rizzo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, Fred had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth. It's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of states effect. That's relaxed. I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth. It's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.
But I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.